Folks, welcome back. My name is Rudy. You're watching Alpha Investments, and we decided to bring out the old custom painted playmat that a very kind viewer sent me a long time ago. I found this in the playmat pile. We haven't used this playmat in a while. I love this playmat. I have like a creepy look. I'm holding the Copacabanas and all the products that failed in the past. It's a great thing. So today, sit back, relax. My patron, Peter C. This is Rudy. 7 deadly sins. That is what we are doing, the revival of the 7 deadly sins. Boy, is there a good conversation to be had as we crack packs of this. Boy, the time of this release, the boom and bust of the COVID era product, all the things that have happened, that's my face right there, confusion. You know, this product did quite well at release. And then, of course, as with most things, coming off of that 2-year bear market crash, this product has had a very bizarre kind of pricing trajectory and movement. We'll look at a few of these very blessed and healthy young ladies and people here as we move into speeding up. And they, at least she's comforting him. That's a very good thing. So, where do we want to start? Do we want to start on the brand or the series or anything? Do we want to start on the art? I'm not sure where to start on this particular box opening. I can tell you that the prices of this have been actually quite incredibly flat. We have not seen, on 7 Deadly, a lot of people, including myself, thought as time went on we would see a little bit more uptick on this particular product line, and we actually haven't. This has been a very flat product. It's probably about $50, maybe $55 a box with tax and shipping online. Maybe a little bit more if you want to get some, double rare. If you want to get some actual cases or anything like that, if you can find them, those are usually pretty difficult to locate versus some straggler loose boxes. But it's been very surprising. I definitely did not predict this one right. I was there we go. There we go. Is that a nice, that's just, climax comment. I thought we had something. I was very bullish. Beautiful. I love the art on these. This particular set, I was very bullish when I heard they were going to make another 7 Deadly Sins set. I think there's 2 of them. One, the older one, this was the newer one from about a year or 2 years ago. And of course, this was in the what was I talking about? She seems very healthy. I was definitely concerned about her health, but I'm glad that summoning a goddess. I'm glad this young lady looks like she takes care of herself and she's being active and everything to make sure that her body is taken care of. That's always a very important thing, everybody. In our first nice hit of the box is a quite interesting little hit here. We got the old Fighting It Out here for the old SR hit there. That's a very interesting piece of art, to say the least. The prices on these cards are actually very strange. A lot of Weiss sets, the only value is going to be in your SP kind of chase hits, but for some reason, this particular set, we have some value in some of the SRs and different chase cards. I think this one has like a direct over frame. There's another different fancy frame one, and we should be able to see that. She looks like she's up to no good there. I guess we look real quick on the back. Just wanted to kind of put that out there. Yeah, DSR, Deadly Sin Rare, not direct over frame. I'm sorry. There's 7. Okay, so I remember this one was one of the sets with that kind of that specialty one. But surprising, there's actually quite a bit of cards on TCG Player in the market that are desirable, even in the non-super chase slot. That's not very common in the world of Weiss. Usually it's just kind of all the money and the values in these major big hits, and double rare. But this particular set's interesting. There's people who are a fan of it. There's people who absolutely obsessively love the art and story of 7 Deadly, and it's interesting because the prices they're very confusing. I've never had a clear understanding of that healthy young lady again. I've never had a clear understanding of how the market assigns the value of some of the cards on a product like this, because some are so rare, but some are expensive, and some really are not as expensive. Boy, that's a dramatic piece of art. You know, some are not as expensive as you would think they would be. Like, we're cracking 6 boxes today, which again is a third of a case, so I do expect to get a bunch of cool hits and things. That's why we do a larger volume. Gives me more time to ramble to you all, and gives me more time to actually kind of chase and actually get hits from instead of just doing a single box opening. She looks like she's under a little bit of tension there. And the old wielder of Alden there. So that's already the end of box one. That's why, like I said, I like to do a little bit more. I don't want the video to be too short on these, especially because I don't really open these very often. So that's it for box one. Box one, all we had was a single SR. So that's average, normal box. Unfortunately, nothing really crazy. No SPs, no the DSRs, none of that craziness. You know, I actually saw something the other day that only collects box toppers of Weiss. I thought that was kind of a strange little habit to have. But anyways, like if you look at the single cards of this older set now, it reminds me of the other Weiss set we had opened about a month ago. I was talking about the same thing where we have cards in this set where it's like, there'll be like a $200 card in the set, and there's like 2 copies for sale. And the only 2 people have the copy of the card are each putting it at like $200 each. And I'm like, so there's like none, like, it always makes me wonder how many are actually out there. You know, that's something that we always have conversations on with Weiss, because some of these sets, the print runs are very volatile. If it's a huge thing and people request a lot and a lot of pre-orders, you know, they will print and up to meet those pre-orders, kind of that print to demand, or I'm sorry, print to pre-order kind of attitude. You know what I mean? It really makes it very difficult to understand though how to price some of these cards. Some people say, oh well, nobody cares, the market's small, and Weiss this, Weiss. I was like, you guys, I don't know if everybody is aware. Like, Weiss isn't a brand new card game. Like, this card game's over 10 years old now. Like, they've released a ton of sets, and like, there's no sign of it, like, ending. Like, I don't know why, like, people who watch these videos and meet, like, and again, the Weiss market, okay, hold on, sorry, pause conversation. Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that SR, the 10 command, wow. Look at that nice texture, that is really cool. That's a really cool hit there. Okay, that's beautiful looking. See, I always like when we get different ones like that, so the same card, we can kind of experience a different type of art and cards they have. So wow, look at the difference from a regular version, oh my god. Anyways, I don't know how much like everyone in the US realizes how big Weiss is, especially like overseas. Like Japanese, like non-English Weiss is massive. Like it is, not really sure why people act like it's not a thing sometimes. I think it's just a lot of people in the US don't realize, like in other countries, especially like overseas in Japan and stuff, like Weiss is a really like, if you ever get bored and pull some data online, you're gonna find some strange things about like in other countries, like in Japan. Like Flesh and Blood's been going crazy in Japan. And then of course Pokemon is massive. Pocket Monsters is massive in Japan. And then And then things like Magic the Gathering are not doing well in Japan at all. So ladies and gentlemen, this one we got our first triple rare, the old Back from the Dead there. A nice old school meadow textured looking card. So we have our first triple rare. See, that's a better box. See, a Weiss box opening, when you can get your normal one hit, that's great and all, but when you can actually get a second hit, like an SP or some sort of chase or a triple rare, that is usually the sign. That's what I like to consider a really good box. Okay, that would be, kind of above average box opening. So we're already 2 boxes through, okay? I'm trying to remember. Like, I think these cards are only like 10, maybe 20 bucks a card kind of thing, but I swear, was it this set or was it another one? I thought, hold on a second, everybody. Wasn't one of the 7 Deadly Sins sets, weren't these the ones with the double rares that were real expensive? I thought this was the set with some of the double rares that were real pricey. Maybe I'm mixing it up with a different set. You may need to comment below, but I thought this was the cheap set. Where I remember some other people making comments to me about doing this box opening. I remember when I was signing it up, I had some patrons that sent me some messages saying, hey, Rudy, don't forget to look at the double rares in this particular product. There's some double rares. I'm going to pull them out real quick because I could be wasting everyone's time, but I believe, let's pretend this was the set where we had $10 and $15 double rare cards. And if that's the case, then yeah, Peter, this is a very interesting dynamic because that means essentially a lot of these boxes, the expected value in the pools are going to be greater than the actual, even the $50 box prices. Because like, I think, can somebody tell me right now, like somebody price check this, but like, aren't these double rares? Aren't these like $10, $20 cards each? Like, aren't these $5, $10 double? I can't see things like that. I'm super like, that's what I'm saying. The world of Weiss, I've talked to people about this in some of the other box opening videos. And there just seems to be a lot of lack of knowledge, or maybe lack of interest, or lack of willing to learn about specifically a lot of these Weiss sets. I always get messages. Why is Rudy obsessed with Weiss? Why is he, I get the Pokemon, the Magic, the Flesh and Blood, the Sorcery, I get all that. But what's the deal with Rudy's fixation on Weiss? And comments like that just tell me that people just genuinely, there's a nice SR. Droll the 10 Commandments, okay. It just tells me that people aren't aware. I think that's kind of a bigger issue. I don't think a lot of the general card world in the public is aware of the scope of Weiss. Because these things, some of these sets, and if you can get them real cheap, or these idiot stores and people just dump them, like, isn't somebody tell me, I swear, because I recognize all the duplicate characters, the wielder, and I remember this has got to be it. I got to check this at the end of the video, and okay, single rare, maybe it's not, I don't know. But if that's the case, just humor me. If you have cards in that slot that are $10, $15, not including the opportunity of getting triple rares, and of course, obviously the SRs, we haven't gotten any of the other fancy special stuff yet. I'm hoping that we see them in this video, though. Hopefully, Peter, we don't go all 6 boxes without really getting anything major. But I'm hoping, we're in box 3 of 6. We're halfway through. I'm hoping to see some gorgeous cards here. But so far, we are not. Box 3 is looking a little... But, I was just like, wait a minute, this can't be... Like, it can't be that... Like, you can't have a box opening where I'm pulling $10, $15 cards in the double rare slot. You're pulling $10, $20 cards in SR slots. And then you have the chance of pulling a $1 to $500 card every so many boxes. Like, mathematically, the expected value in the cards, and not even including grading them or slabbing or anything, like, the data and the numbers are very, very strange. And I don't really want to turn this whole video just into ranting about that, but I try to mention that in a lot of these different products, in a lot of these different box openings. And it always, I don't know, a lot of people just don't want to, I don't know, be educated, or don't have interest, or don't want to learn about it, because there's so much weird opportunity and stuff. Anyway, I want to go back to what I was saying earlier. I don't think people realize that outside the US, many countries, Magic is not doing well. And in many countries, see, some of these double rares, Importance and Memories, like, aren't these like $5, $10 cards? And, and on some of these other countries, Magic the Gathering is like number 5 in the top 10 card games. And like Weiss and Vanguard and Pokemon are like ruling the market and demand. And like in Japan, like, I know you're going to make fun of me, but I'd be willing to bet that Weiss may do better than Magic the Gathering in other countries like that. Like, yeah, I said that. And again, maybe it's clipped and used against me, but I know that in other parts of the world, these things are huge. Nice little climax comment there. And anyways, I don't want to rant about that the whole time. I really want to go back to the pricing of these cards, these boxes and everything. There's another double rare there, the True Identity. That is the end of box 3. So unfortunately, box 3 was weaker. We got just normal double rares, and of course, only a single little SR there. So far, no case hit or anything, but I'm hoping in 6 boxes we can have at least like one nice little case hit. That would be, that's kind of the goal here. That's why we're doing 6 boxes, to kind of increase the odds that, we can try to at least have something. So, but yeah, that's just so the public and everybody understands. That's one of the reasons that I speculate pretty heavily on, other brands and different card games, another double rare, like Weiss, is because that, there's very strange and different market opportunities in these different card games that I don't think people, I don't know, I feel like, oh, there we go. Beautiful. We got a massively textured the trial. Now, this triple rare I don't think is worth much. I'm going to say this is probably like a $10 card. But having that nice little bonus $10 card is, remember, these are not $100, $200, $300 boxes, everybody. So when you get $10, $20 cards, here you go. Okay, another double rare. Arrogant and Powerful. Like, This could be a $10, $20 double rare. So when you're talking boxes that are very cheap, we don't need, like, just make sure that's it. We don't need to have $1,000 cards and serialized craziness to have value in a normal booster box. And this is the thing I keep trying to explain to everybody. Diversifying in other brands and card games that have been around a while and are established, I've always been a huge fan of that. I like the idea, and I like to be diversified. And, well, quite frankly, some of these IPs and things, like, dude, there's some powerhouse sets with Weiss and IPs and Azure Lanes and the Airbenders and Spy and Spy. There's so many different brands that they've been partnering with, and IP, it's been doing quite well. And going into next year, I'm pretty sure, are they going to bring back some Bunko Babes and some other craziness? It's probably going to be pretty crazy again. Just laying that out there. I don't expect it to change, man. Come on. Give us some big hits. Come on, Peter. Come on, we're on a little dry spell here. Where's all our good hits? We're not getting anything crazy. Come on. What is this? What's going on there? Nothing. It's like, come on. Where's our big hits? Come on. Come on. Really? Single rares and just nothingness, man. Holy smokes, please. All right, we got a little double rare, the old pride of a hero there, little piggy. And we got the old beautiful wielder there. Still single rare, not a flashy version there. I'm still hoping we can get some craziness, but not looking. Golly, really? Whew. Well, Peter, we started off really good, man, but it looks like we're kind of stalling out here at the end. We are not having a good conclusion. We are in a dry spell on this Weiss box opening. Man, it's frustrating, kind of. Hey, okay. All right, is this SR? So SR, we have another Freudian of 10 commands. Very cool texture card. Not a major hit. I'm going to guess maybe $10, $20 card. Not a major good one there. But we do have our kind of standard SR in the box. And, well, it was disappointing. I was hoping for some sort of SP or Super Mega Chase in this video, but it's not looking good, everybody. We are now finishing box 4. 17 minutes in. Going into box 5. But that's why we try to do a larger quantity of boxes. These boxes are pretty small anyways. We go through them pretty quickly. It's not really, these aren't really like a magic box where there's a ton of packs, and it's kind of like more like a collector box or an epilogue where, the packs and the box openings are smaller, where you don't really have to look for as many slots. We're kind of just looking for the big hits of everything. Starting off there, nothing. Let's move our common pile over so my hairy arms don't ruin anything. Like I said, Peter, I don't know if you just collect the singles or if you're trying to grade your cards. A lot of people... Oh! There we go. It's an SR. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a different SR there. We have the old Passionate over here. That's a interesting piece of art there. Beautiful texture and everything. So at least we are getting different things. But I'm really optimistic because we got that really early in this box opening. And I'm kind of a little superstitious when it comes to that. I know in the world of Flesh and Blood, when you hit a cold foil at the top of the box like that, the odds of getting a second hit are very, very good. So I'm hoping this box 5 is going to give us some sort of over frame or some sort of double rare or some sort of specialty hit. That is what I'm hoping for. The odds right now are very favorable. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Jeez. So, anyways, I think this is the second. I don't think it's the third. I think this is the second Deadly Sins. Because I remember years ago, I mean, I'm talking, folks, like pre-2020. When I did Weiss, I think 2019. I think there was the original Deadly Sins. They had it in the different shape booster box. Another double. I swear, tell me, is that a $10 to $15 double rare? Maybe not. I just remember that the original 7 Deadly was in the old box shape. And it did really well at release. I remember that clearly. So when I heard they had this revival of the Commandments, a second... Oh! Oh, baby! We got it, Peter. Fucking nailed it, man. There we go. Diane, Importance and Memories, flippin' baby SP. That is what we're talking about. Flippin' golden, gorgeous signature. Oh, baby. Diane coming in hot. We did it. Oh, I told you. We got that SR early in the box opening. I told you the odds of this box having an SP. Man. See, that's the key. If we can, that's why we do 6 box opening. Like that Diane, that's probably a $200 card hit, everybody. Like that's a $200 hit. Oh my God. And one hit, ladies and gentlemen. Flipping amazing. That's what it's all about, Peter. That's exactly what I'm saying. You got to hunt those things. Weiss doesn't mess around. They don't make them easy to get. You know, they truly make those chase cards in Weiss are very double rare. Chase cards in Weiss are no joke, everybody. They are collectible. I mean, I have so many patrons, ladies and gentlemen. I have so many patrons who buy Weiss who don't even care about the game, which honestly, the game is really not bad. You should really, if you ever actually, seriously, like how to play Weiss Swords, I'm telling you, it's a fascinating gameplay type style. Nothing like Magic and Pokemon. It's a really interesting style of play. I do encourage people, if you're curious, definitely check it out. It's always interesting. But I mean, dude, I cannot emphasize enough, ladies and gentlemen, the collectors of Weiss, of chase hits, is a really, really big deal. I don't know how else to say it, but the Weiss collector market in grading of SPs and chase cards, holy smokes, it is massive. So many people buy and collect those things. They don't play the game. They don't care about the brand. They hunt just those chase cards. Like I said, whoa. We got a DSR bit. Ooh. They actually put like a gold like a stamp on it. The Serpent Sin of N. Wow. That's cool. I didn't know that. Oh man, this was an awesome box opening. Dude, Peter, congratulations, man. What an awesome box opening, man. See, this is why we do these things. It's so much fun to experience these different cards, and we do. That's why we got to do more that's why I don't do 1 or 2 box openings of Weiss. You got to do a good volume of them. You got to be able to get the hits. And by the way, somebody comment, and please let me know if I'm going crazy with the double rares in the set. If this was a set, or it may have been the other 7 Deadly set where the double rares are worth something. Man, congratulations, Peter. I'm pretty sure you probably turned a profit on this, especially if you're going to grade these things. Okay. Is that a $10 card, a $20 card, or not? If it is, if my instinct on these things is right, you did very well, man. Congratulations. And what an awesome batch and a good variety of hits. We didn't get duplicates or anything, and we got a lot of awesome pulls. We actually hit SP and DSR, triple rare. We hit everything, man. Absolutely awesome box opening. Again, just similar like our throwback Pokemon videos, it's fun to go back and experience and throw the dice on these things. That's why we have to do certain volumes of boxes. Because again, if we did one Weiss opening, SR. Training buddies. Very nice. SR in addition to the DSR in the last box there. So again, fantastic box opening, everybody. As we get to the end here, Peter, thanks for being a very kind patron. Hope you enjoy everything. I'll get all the cards headed your way here in the next couple days. And I hope you all enjoyed a nice little throwback video here from a different era of Weiss from a couple years ago. This is probably like a 2021 era set during the boom and bust. So again, I wouldn't expect prices to be too crazy, but like I always tell you all, do not underestimate the chase cards in Weiss, the little waifu, wafu, chickadoos. Do not underestimate the collectability, investability that the market loves for Weiss chase cards. It's always been that. Again, I don't know why people still send me nasty messages saying, why is Rudy pump Weiss? Who cares about Weiss? I was like, dude, people act like Weiss is brand new. They've only made like 1 or 2 sets, and I'm like, I don't think a lot of people are aware of how big Weiss is. And anyways, I hope you all really enjoyed the video. This was an absolute blast for me to do. I love different videos like this, especially when we get to experience the SRs, double, triple rares, amazing double rares, an actual SP signature hit, and a DSR with the dragon. Or is it a dragon or a serpent? Awesome, man. Thank you all. Appreciate all the kindness, support. Hope you all have a beautiful day out there.